Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. I'm Moreh, RaphaYah. We are going to go ahead and start this amazing Torah portion, this Parashat. Tetzet, that's the name of the today's Torah portion. I have been away. I just came back, and we will resume our duties with the Torah portions. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do so you can get the latest productions, and we are doing so much. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do so. And also, we want to ask for your help. If you have not didn't know anything about our production things that we have been doing for several months, we are doing music. We just came out with our new website, and we are asking all of you to help us so this channel can grow even more so. If you notice right up here, there's a scan to our website, and also right here, the TorahEffects.org. We do need help. Please help us so this channel can grow. If you want to do give us a TZEDAKAH contribution, please help us so this channel can grow. If you can go our channel, or there's a link in this right below, you can help us. $1, $2, doesn't really matter, so we can do a lot of things, even more what we're doing as it is. Please, thank you so much. Let's jump into this Torah portion. Once again, please take notes of what we're bringing every Shabbat, because they will help you grow in the Torah as well. So let's just jump into it. As we stated before, all this, we always bring new things when it comes to understanding the Torah as we go along in this journey of learning Torah. So let's just jump in. Chapter 21, verse 10 of Deuteronomy, Parashat number 2049. Tetzet, when you go out to war against your enemies, Yahweh Almighty deliver them into your hands and they prisoners. This was the direct understanding and directions to our forefathers when they encountered these kinds of situations. Nevertheless, they needed to know what was the next step when they went into war. All this was summarized into the knowledge of what the Creator was giving them through Moshe in these precise times. Now, our Mashiach, he brought a lot of things to the table, including how to deal with the enemy. And another time I will bring just about the enemy situation, but let's jump in, because there is this Torah portion kind of covers a lot of things, and I do want to immerse into a certain two subjects. The first one is what we're bringing right now. If you notice here, as for the linen and wool, they have the highest atomic frequency signatures of any fabric within a total of 5,000. So when the two are combined, they cancel each other down to zero. Why am I bringing this? Simply because the Torah speaks about, in this Torah portion, about the wool and the linen. You cannot combine those two, or you cannot combine the linen with other fabrics like that are very, very less frequency. So you understand what I'm saying. And let's jump into what the Torah speaks of. Please take notes on what we're talking about right now. Deuteronomy 22, verse 1, you should now wear clothing wearing the two kinds of material, wool and linen together. That's what we read earlier, and the reason for it is simply because of that. These two cancel each other to zero. You cannot do that. No wonder, let me pause here for a moment, no wonder when I have done this, my body feels really weird. My body feels down. My body feels like it cannot handle those two things together. The reason for it is because it has to be either one of them. Cannot be together. Either it is the wool or it is the linen, one of those two. But you cannot combine those two. Let's continue. Leviticus or Vaikra 19:24. In the fourth year of the harvest must be a set apart, a festive rejoicing before Yahweh. Only the fifth year you may use these fruits, so your harvest may increase. I am Yahweh, your shepherd, your Almighty. And the reason why I bring in this is because our Creator wants us to be better. He wants us to grow. He wants us to multiply. He wants us to be better in this world. In anything that we do, our Creator wants to do the best that we can. The problem is that we lack of knowledge. We lack of understanding of a lot of things in the world. And the reason for it is because we don't study Torah. Understanding Torah, you will be able to understand a lot of things in the world. It's just a fact. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. A doctor named Haiti Yelling conducted a study on fabrics on this was the conclusion. A human body has a signature frequency of 100, and organic cotton is 100. Therefore, you wouldn't want to wear any garment below 100, which is lower than the frequency of the human body. A sick, nearly dying person has the frequency of 15, and the material like polyester, rayon, silk, and spandex register of 15. Science shows that any fabric used that has a frequency lower than 100 of our body exerts pressure on us that causes us illness, inflammation, and other diseases. The only super fabric are wool and linen, both measuring about 5,000, which, if you notice here, energizes the body and helps fight diseases. And no wonder why we say what we say. Torah is correct. The Torah is always yielding to the truth on all of us. But once again, we need to listen to what Creator Yahweh, our Yil Almighty, is talking to us. 28 verse 8 of Exodus or Shemot, its decorated band shall be made of the same craftsmanship and material, gold, techelet or blue thread, purple and scarlet, and a fine wooden linen. Do you see that? Everything that they wear, every time they went inside, they needed to have this, and there is a reason for it. Let's continue. This is linen, as you already might know, and this is one of the materials that are very, very good in our bodies. The frequency is very, very important. This linen helps us in many, many ways how to deal with everyday life, and there is a reason that I will bring the reasons for it. Wool, on the other hand, also help us, especially when it's cold. When it's cold, it helps us to cover ourselves from the cold, but also help us also in our body's frequency. You cannot combine those two, linen and wool, together because it will cancel each other down to zero. Chapter 28, verse 39 of Shemot, you will weave the sheker tunic of fine linen, make a turban of fine linen, and make band, a weaver's work in color. Do you see that? That is the reason why Yahweh says this, and these instructions are so true. Let's go into the information of the linen. Sleeping on linen helps people fall asleep faster and more deeply. Improves mood. Consider kadosh attire. Made of linen, protects humans from gamma and solar radiation for almost half and protects against exposures of chemicals, 5G radiation, and its effects on body cells. Linen helps provide protection, rapid healing from surgeries and other ailments, which might explain why hospitals use linen for their beds. And once again, all these are the information about the linen. Continue. Number 7, resistant on fungi or fungus and bacteria, barrier against some diseases, regulates body temperature, insulates in the cold, and it's cold and breathable in hot weather. So true. Reduces skin diseases, reduces inflammation and lowers fever, heals neurological ailments, more durable than cotton and 3 times stronger, helps repair the body by harmonizing with cells. These are amazing informations. Number 15, linen is the only fabric that is accepted inside the human body. According to clothstudio.ca, says the Egyptians also use it for bandages. High air permissibility, linen breathes naturally. Research shows that those who wear linen sweat 1.5 times less than those who wear cotton, 2 times less than those who wear synthetic fabrics like rayon. This will explain why Yahweh wanted the Kohanim or the officials to wear linen where they were in the tent of the meeting. According to Ezekiel 44:18, let's read on. They shall wear linen turbans on their heads and linen breeches in their bodies. They shall not clothe themselves with sweat. There is a reason why Yahweh always gives these directions, and these directions are simply good. Deuteronomy 21:15, if a man has 2 wives, one loved and the other one hated, and both love and the hated have borne children to him, and if the firstborn is the son of the hated one. Here, we have explained this before, Yahweh our Almighty always encodes something for the future. This very verse that we just read indicates 2 important factors. The Acharei Hayamim, which is the end of times, what we're living just about now, and what Ephraim is all about. And I'm going to show you right now. Deuteronomy 21:16. So when the time comes from him to pass on his inheritance to his children, he will not be able to give the 2 inheritance of firstborn of the son, the beloved wife, of the firstborn sheep, right? Instead, the son of the hated one, who is the fact, let's read on, the firstborn. The firstborn has the right to have it on the hated wife. First Chronicles 5:1, the sons of Reuben, firstborn of Israel, he was the firstborn because he defiled his father's bed. His birthright was given to the sons of Yosef, the son of Israel, though not in such a way that he will be regarded in their genealogy as the firstborn. But let's look into what it says. The birthright was given to who? Yosef, as the promise that it was given to him, his beloved one. Now, it is very important, and I'm going to pause here for a moment to say this. We are living in the Acharei Hayam, in the latter days. We are witnessing a lot of things. And the problem is that we keep forgetting what our Creator is telling us every single moment. Every single moment, our Creator is reminding us how much that He loves us. Yet we keep forgetting. We, Ephraim, the northern kingdom, Mashiach spoke to us very much so. He said, I did not come but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the northern kingdom, as we already know. If you haven't studied the Torah, you will know what I'm talking about. If you have not studied the Torah, you won't be able to understand me. The only way to understand me is to understand Torah, to search for what the Mashiach said hundreds of years ago, and it still reminds us who is who. Let me give you an example. In the time of Isaac, Isaac, he had two sons. They were twins. The first one was Esau, which he was a Rasha, he was a wicked son, and the twin brother was Yaakov. Isaac loved Esau. Rachel loved Yaakov. The reason why he hated, but his preference was Esau. So we can tell that either he hated him or loved him is the opposite of love him is the opposite, right? So what we saw here is exactly what happened. The firstborn, right, went to who? To Yaakov. And the reason for it is because Esau simply did not want it. We have to understand how this works. Yaakov knew that he needed to obtain that firstborn right. The time and the opportunity came, and that he was able to obtain the firstborn. And the reason why he obtained it is because his brother, twin brother, did not want it. But in order for him to obtain it, he needed to swear it, okay, in a piece of paper. How? Documented, just like today. We go to notaries, we stamped, we legalized things, the same as it was before. In the book of Yashar, it says very clear that two witnesses came, and also there were paper that was stamped and legalized. Both people signed, legalizing that covenant, that birthright that was sold to whom? To Yaakov. Esau couldn't do anything, couldn't say anything afterwards because he simply sold it. Then, no wonder why Yaakov was, he couldn't say anything about after the mom said, you need to do this. And that's why he was able to get the blessing and also the firstborn right. Now we know why Yaakov was able to give that firstborn right to Yosef, okay? And after that to his two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Wonder why we understand now that we have the first blessing, the firstborn blessing. And we do not understand that we do not grasp the severity of the situation. We keep looking at our Jewish brothers like they do have the firstborn. They do not, nor they have the scepter. Mashiach, when he came in the first century, he came and took the scepter of Shiloh, as the book of Numbers speaks about. We keep forgetting the scriptures that are so clear about this subject. Look what it says here. First of Chronicles 5 verse 2. Then Judah became greater than his brother, since authority came from him. Nevertheless, the birthright went to Joseph. But as this was happening, on the First of Chronicles, Mashiach has not come. That's what it says like that. But when he came in the first century, he came and took the scepter. Therefore, Judah, or our Jewish brothers, do not have neither one of them. Let me pause here so you can see me when I say this. We have the firstborn. Yehudah don't have the firstborn. Mashiach has the scepter. He has the authority. Yehudah do not have the authority anymore. The only thing left is for them to keep Torah. That's the only thing. But as far as any authority, they do not have it. They have kept the Torah, yes. We are the younger brother, but we have to understand once again, we have the first right. And we are beloved by our Creator Yahweh. Now let's continue so you understand what I'm saying. Galatians 4:27 Because the Tanakh says, rejoice, you barren woman who cannot bear children, break forth and shout, you who have not labor pains, for the deserted woman will have more children than the one who has been husband with her. Now let me explain here, because you might not grasp the importance of what I'm talking about right now. The two houses, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom is stated as the house of Israel. Also states as the house of Jacob or the house of Joseph. The southern kingdom is always referred as the house of Judah or the Jews, which is Judah and Benjamin. The northern kingdom was very disobedient, very rasha, very wicked. Yahweh says, I'm going to have to give you the letter of divorce. And that's what we see, what we saw here. There was scattering among the nations. And now in 1998 became the return of the northern kingdom. A lot of things has been happening, a lot of awakening of the northern kingdom. And that's what we understand little by little, that we have so much to offer and we are just barely waking up. I exhort you, brothers and sisters, to wake up, because the time is coming. Mashiach is drawing near. The only thing for us to do as it is right now is to wake up and listen to our Creator Yahweh, follow the steps of our Mashiach, because time is drawing very, very near. I'm going to end with this. 8:31 of John, therefore Yahushua said to Yehudim who has trusted in him, if you obey what I tell you, then you are truly my disciples. This is one of the ways how you will know that you belong to Mashiach, to Yahweh, by listening, obeying the Torah of our Creator. 8:32, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The question is, what kind of freedom Mashiach is intended to in these latter days? And the reason is, and the answer is, freedom from all the traditions that our forefathers have done and dragged throughout so many years. It is time for us to wake up. It is time to us to leave tradition aside and to follow the Torah, follow our real Mashiach. This is the emet. The emet is the truth. The Aleph, Mem, Tau. These three words compound as the word emet. But if you take the Aleph, which is the Mashiach, then the only thing that you have left is Muth, which is death. With our Mashiach, we have nothing. 8:33, they answered, we all descendants of Abraham and have never been slaves of anyone. So what do you mean by, and I will set them free? Mashiach very simply said a lot of things very simply, but people did not grasp the simpleness of what he was saying. Those who understood Torah understand what he meant when he spoke these words. We understand now that the freedom that Mashiach speaks is of traditions, of sin, of everything goes against the Torah of Yahweh. We need to wake up. Those who are already in the Hebrew roots now, I advise you, brothers and sisters, to leave tradition aside, to leave the occult, to leave the mysticism, because it will lead you to nothing, will lead you to death. And the Torah is expressed very, very clear when it comes to that. I'm going to end with this. And once again, I always bring a lot of things to this point, brothers and sisters, to wake up, because the time is drawing near. Please help us so we can bring more content to this channel. Please give TZEDAKAH donations to this channel so we can grow more, and I really gonna appreciate, because I really want to do a lot of things. We are so limited. when it comes to a lot of things, especially in this channel. I'm RaphaYah. We'll see you next time. Shabbat Shalom, and see you until then.
For more content in production, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. Thank you. We'll begin.